Before we go live. Okay. What's going on, Jennifer? While folks are peeking in behind the scenes, what's going on?
Hey, hey, Shay Love Boat Brown. You know that's my name for you. No, I'm sorry, Shay Happy Entrepreneur Brown. I'll take
Very,
that.
very happy, by the way. Very, very happy. And likewise, we're going to do the exact same with you. We got none other than Jennifer. And where are you at these days, Jennifer? I'm just curious.
I am in Raleigh, North Carolina, the Carolinas.
Oh, good, good, good. Now, I'm going to, if you want to know what I'm doing right now, I'm going to do a check just to make sure that we are live, because sometimes I get going, and when I don't do a check, if we're not live, that's a big problem. Wouldn't that be a big problem?
That would be a big problem.
All right. So are you traveling again soon?
Yes. I actually have the privilege pretty soon to go to Africa for the first time.
Oh, no, seriously. Okay, well, we're going to wait folks to be joining on in a moment. Where in Africa are you going?
I will be going to Kampala, Uganda.
Ah, that sounds cool. I'm checking something real quick.
Yeah.
And what's going on? What is the purpose of your travels?
Well, I have the distinct pleasure of meeting with through Ambassador Dr. Clyde Rivers, who forward to my book. He invited me to go and meet with the Queen Mother.
Wow.
And I'm going to be presenting her with my book, and I'm going to be working on an initiative with all Queen Mothers in Africa.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you do that, isn't that a high honor, by the way?
That is a huge honor. Huge. I'm so nervous. I'm excited. I've never been to Africa before, and just to be around royalty is going to be just so amazing.
Well, first of all, congratulations on being selected and going, by the way. That's an honor and a privilege by itself. I'm excited. I'm excited about what we're going to be talking about this evening. I'm excited about the results you're getting in folks' life. I want to welcome Stephanie Smith, who just joined. What's up, Stephanie? What's up, Robinson AC? What's up, Leroy McKenzie? What's going on? Lucille Black, thanks for joining. Stephen Bell is in the house. What's going on? Thanks for joining. David's going to be on here tomorrow, by the way, and he'll be talking about how to build your business. You know, sometimes, Jennifer, we talk about how to get results in your life, sometimes results in your business. With your conversation, it's results in their life and results in their business, so I'm looking forward to it. CF Jackson, what's going on, by the way? Thank you so much for joining, by the way. Thank you so much for joining. We appreciate it. I'm trying to do two things at one time, which I know sometimes can be a problem when Shay tries to do two things at one time. But don't worry about it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get it, and I'm going to get it right in just about a second. We're going to do that. All right, do me a favor. For those folks that are tuning in and just watching, look right below the video. Look right below the video. Just let me know you can hear me, and we're going to get going. First, I'm going to do a mic check with none other than Jennifer. So, Jennifer, we've been talking, but can you do a mic check, just to make sure they can hear you?
Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me? As we say in Carolinas, microphone checker, 1, 2, checker. But you don't know nothing about that, Mr. Brown.
Oh, you came ready. You came ready with the old school.
Tonight.
You know, we have never had a mic check like that ever in the history of the show. And I should have known if it was going to happen. So it happened from the one and the only, all the way from Raleigh, North Carolina, none other than the woman herself, Jennifer Harris.
Yes.
Where'd you get that mic check from, by the way? Where'd you get that from? I like that.
Old school. I grew up, before social media, thank God. So, there's an event coming here. Run DMC is going to be here,
Run DMC?
Yes. And you probably don't know anything about Run
I don't know nothing about that. That's really old school. We don't even go back that far.
But did you know that Big Daddy Kane actually lives in Raleigh area?
No, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Little known history facts. For those folks that are joining, Letitia says, awesome. George Gilmore, what's up, my man? I get a chance to talk to none other than his sister, who's super amazing, by the way, Jennifer. We're going to have his sister and his mother on. Did I tell you that?
No, I love them. That's my family.
I've never met his mom, so I know his mom is the one that made everything happen. So I'm
Yes.
looking forward to it. They have a fantastic podcast right now, by the way, that's doing some amazing things. I don't want to give it away, but they'll be introducing it on the show, so I'm looking forward to it. Thanks a lot. CF Jackson said, "Watch out, Jennifer." What's up?
Hey, CF Jackson.
What's up, Anthony Smith? He's in the house. Okay. You bring out the rock stars. They're here. We're going to go ahead and get started. They give me the signal. What's going on, Lawrence Hood? They give me the signal that it's time to get started. So we're going to get started in 5, 4, 3. Give me the countdown. 2. You ready, Jennifer?
Yes.
It's showtime. Here we go.
Go ahead and give a big standing ovation for the one and the only Shay Brown.
Every morning in Africa, a gazelle wakes up and it knows it must outrun the fastest lion or it will be killed and eaten. Also, every morning in Africa, a lion wakes up and knows it must outrun the slowest gazelle or it will starve to death. You've heard it before. It doesn't matter whether you're a lion or a gazelle. When the sun comes up, you better be what? You better be running. That's right. That's right. You better be running. Life is about meaning, and meaning is about service. Isn't that the reason why we're all here? Isn't that what we're all searching for? 2013, the Peak Performance Institute was created. 5,000 clients who we've helped turn their idea into a reality, their reality into a business, their business into a movement, impacting 5.7 million lives around the world. Imagine that! My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome to the Happy Entrepreneur Network, the world's largest organization for the well-being of an entrepreneur. And as we always say, our mission at the Happy Entrepreneur Network, our mission is to inspire, empower, and provide resources for the entrepreneur to live a balanced life and execute their vision for the people they were called to serve. And our mantra, I love our belief. Everyone should have a belief statement. Our belief is the results that show up in your life are just as important as the results that show up in your bank account. With that being said, let's get started. Well, welcome everyone. Let's get started. It's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and I'm so excited. I get excited for these episodes. I get excited for the opportunity to impact lives. I get excited for the opportunity to have more meaning in the world. But on this particular episode, I get to speak to the one and the only, not a Jennifer Harris, but the Jennifer Harris. And let me tell you, you are in for a treat, not so much because of Jennifer Harris, but because of what she's put into the world, what she's declared into the world, and not only declared in print, but it's also having an event to bring everyone to. So we get like a double whammy going on here. We're going to talk about that. But before we get started, let me reach out and let me do a mic check and make sure we can hear. We got Tashika's in the house. What's going on? You got Morella all the way from Australia in the house. Thanks for joining, by the way. Rhonda Johnson, it is always a pleasure. Siobhan, thanks for joining in. Letitia Nicole, what's up? Thanks for being here, by the way. That's your other Carolina partner out there, by the way. Tina Holloman, thank you for joining. Jennifer Harris, can you do a mic check? Can you say hello to the Happy Entrepreneur Tribe?
Yes, mic check, mic check. Can all of my happy entrepreneurs hear me okay?
So if you can hear Jennifer, do me a favor. Look right below the video. Look right below the video and just put Jennifer, we can hear you. Just say, Jennifer, we can hear you. And that's a signal over to Jennifer Morella that you can hear her on the other side, because we've got a message, but more importantly, we've got what's going to help impact lives today. Now, Jennifer, I know just before we got going, you were sharing some really cool things you're doing and some travels. We were behind the scenes, but now we're like live, like this is like real-time production. So can I just ask you again, you said you're doing some traveling. Slow down for a moment and tell us you're traveling. Tell us where you're traveling to. Tell us the mission of your travels and why you're doing it. And as you're doing that, let's say hello to CF Jackson out in Atlanta. What's up, CF? She says hello, Jennifer. You got Coach Calera on the line right now. Sunshine, thanks for joining. Morella says, Jennifer, we can hear you. Yay! All right, Jennifer, where are you going? What's going on?
Well, this total year has been so amazing, Shay, and I get the privilege to work with Ambassador Dr. Clyde Rivers. I met him when I was receiving a couple of awards last October on 2018, so last year. And he actually he did the forward to my book. Mm-hmm. And so then he invited me to do a huge project that I'm just so excited about. So I've been working behind the scenes for the last 3 or 4 months, or 4 to 5 months. And it's going to be an initiative that is actually going to be taking place over in Africa. So I'm just so excited to be able to share that and land the foundation, but it's going to be so amazing and huge.
Wow, so amazing and huge. And first, I just want to acknowledge you for all the things you're doing. You're doing some amazing things out there. You're making a huge difference in the world, and we certainly appreciate you. Why don't you look out there, by the way, Jennifer? I don't know if you can see below. Say hello to George Gilmore. Tell us a little bit about what George Gilmore is doing. Him and his sister. I know they've got some amazing things they're doing in the health area. Just give them a shout out. And also say hello to Letitia Campbell. Says, whoop, whoop. She's out there, by the way, all the way from New York, New York. So nice. They named it twice. Just an amazing supporter. She said, I stayed up just for this show. Jennifer, we got awesome to declare tonight, baby. You better bring the declaration tonight or this morning.
We're going to have some fun tonight because you got the West Coast, you got East Coast, you got Central, you have International, Shay, because your show is like everywhere.
Well, it's an honor and a privilege to have you on. Tell us a little bit about what George Gilmore is doing, by the way. Morella says, amazing, Jennifer. C.F. Jackson says, congratulations, Jennifer. Keep it moving forward and upward. Do a shout out to George Gilmore. I know it's someone that you know personally out there as well, out there in North Carolina. And I know he's doing some amazing things in the fitness area. Tell us a little bit about George Gilmore, if you will.
Well, George is like my brother. I call him my brother, and he's not that far from me, but George is such an amazing entrepreneur. Him and his entire family, they own businesses. Now, the next time you talk to George, tell him to let you taste some of them pies and cakes that they be making.
Wait, George. George has been holding out on me. George, you've been holding out on me, George. You have not told me about any pies. You haven't told me about any cakes. You haven't even invited me out to North Carolina, by the way. I'm going to be in Raleigh. Jennifer's going to talk about that later, but I'll be in Raleigh in less than 4 weeks, by the way, so I expect to get some pies and some cakes. I can't wait. That's going to be fun. That really is going to be fun, by the way. Want to say hello to Nathaniel Johnson, who's out there, by the way. Martina, who's out there. Thanks for joining, by the way. Tusina Empowered Stepmothers out there. Thanks for joining. Priscilla's out there. You got Teresa Royal Brown that's out there watching right now. You have the all-stars who are here for one reason and one reason only, and that's to help change lives and to do something great today. You like that? It's a new little thing here.
That's your new drum, Shay?
Yes. It's my new thing. It came all the way from Marshall's, but it's so nice. Do something great today. We was putting together the set, which I'll talk about later, and my son was like, Dad, you gotta have a set. You gotta have this behind you and that behind you. And I'm like,
declare greatness. So do something great today.
You like that?
I like that.
Okay. So everyone do me a favor. Sonia that's out there right now. Annette that's out there right now. Loretta that's out there right now. Carolyn is out there right now. Letitia, got to have you back on, by the way. Can't wait to get your thought of the week. Don't forget to get that to me, by the way. But look right below the video. And everyone write this down. Do something great today. Hashtag it's my time. Why don't we do this? We do something called the Champions Creed. And Jennifer, I don't know if you ever seen the Champions Creed on here, but for all those folks who are joining on for the very first time, the Champions Creed is something that we do to encourage another entrepreneur. The entrepreneur can be doing very, very well. They may be struggling, but it's our way of putting our arms around them as a happy entrepreneur tribe and giving them encouragement. I got a message just less than 24 hours ago from someone that said, Shay, I went back and they was watching one of the replays and they saw the part on the Champions Creed that you are a champion. And that stuck in their heart, by the way. That stuck in their heart. And I know sometimes I change up, you are a champion. But they said, no one had said that to him. And I said that. When's the last time someone told you you are a champion? So just because it had to happen for you doesn't mean you can't do it for someone else. So I'm going to ask someone, you're do something great today. I'm going to ask every single one who's watching to look right below that video, and write these words. You that's watching, you are a champion. Hashtag I am enough. Let's put that down. You are a champion. Hashtag I am enough. Now, when we do that, Jennifer, I'm going to put up the Champions Creed. I'm going to read the Champions Creed. Morella said, do something great today. That's right. Right. You are a champion. I see you out there. Letitia said, do something great today. Annette Smith said, do something great today. C.F. Jackson, who helps folks reach networks all over the world, said, do something great today because this is your time. So let's put up the Champions Creed. And after I read it, Jennifer, I'm going to ask you to read it. Is that okay?
That would be great.
And don't worry, we're going to get into how great you are, how wonderful you are. We're going to get into this great book that you've written called The Black Woman's Declaration of Independence. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into some great things. But first, let's encourage another entrepreneur. So everyone, follow along with me right now. I'm going to pull this up. Go ahead and show that to them. And then I'm going to read the words, and I want you to read along with me. And here are the words. The Happy Entrepreneur's Champions Creed. I am not judged by the number of times I fail, but by the number of times I succeed. And the number of times I succeed is in direct proportion to the number of times I can fail and keep trying, and keep trying, and keep trying. That implies there's going to be some failures. That implies there's going to be some setbacks. That implies there's going to be some challenges. But the key point is what? Keep on trying no matter what. With that being said, Jennifer, I'm going to go over to you, and I'm going to ask you if you could read the Champions Creed. And all of you out there, all of you, I'm asking all of you, just in this segment, if you all participate, and let's encourage another speaker, another author, another coach, another network marketer, another brick and mortar business owner, another realtor, another insurance agent, or that single mom or that single dad that's out there looking to generate extra income for their family, doing what they love, walking in their passion. How do you encourage them? How do you participate? Look right below the video and write these words. You are a champion. Hashtag I am enough. And that's a signal that they're enough exactly where they are right now. They're going to get better. They're going to keep going. And Jennifer, one of the things I shared the other night was that, you know, when you have success, there's more pressure. Most folks think when you have success that that's it. You reach the mountaintop. But no, the more success you have, the more pressure you have to continue to get to that next level. So Jennifer, I'm going to ask you one, if you'll read that, by the way. And then after you read the Champions Creed, which I'm going to put up in just a second, will you take a moment and share maybe a time? And they'll learn how great you are. Don't worry about that, okay? They'll hear all about your great conference and the books you've written. Don't worry about that. They'll understand that you're a broker doing some amazing things. Don't worry about that. They'll learn how you create wealth for women all over the world. Don't worry about that. But can you share a setback or a challenge, the lesson that you learned for someone else that's going through that right now? Can you do that?
Absolutely. So
Jennifer's doing that. I'm going to put up the Champions Creed. She's going to read it. And every one of you right now, look right below the video, look right below that video, and write these words right now. You are a champion. Hashtag I am enough. We're going to send a signal around the world that we're here to bless someone else. We're here to love on someone else. And we're here to make a difference. We'll make $1 later. But we're here to make a difference for someone else. All right, Jennifer, let me put up the Champions Creed. It's one of my favorite things to do. I love the Champions Creed. Take it away, Jennifer.
All right. The Happy Entrepreneur Champions Creed. I am not judged by the number of times I fail, but by the number of times I succeed. And the number of times I succeed is in direct proportion to the number of times I can fail and keep trying. And keep trying. And keep trying.
Oh, I love it. You're the first person that ever did the remix version. I'm part of the Puff Daddy generation and Jay-Z. You did the remix version. I love that. Well, you did say that Run DMC is coming to North Carolina. Yeah. So you know a little something about that remix version. Right. But in all seriousness, do me a favor. Talk about a challenge you had. And as we've done that, let's acknowledge Letitia Campbell, who put you are a champion. Let's acknowledge Tina Holloman, who put you are a champion. Let's go ahead and acknowledge Lee Wilson. It says, hello all. He's in the house to make a difference. Talk about a time or a challenge that you had in your life And what lesson did you learn? And what can everyone walk away with?
Oh, well, I've had many challenges, and I still face challenges even, to this day. But one of my distinct challenges is being an entrepreneur and a business owner for close to almost 16 years in the real estate field. And of course, we know there's the recession that's happened, and, people were losing their jobs. They were, losing their homes. And so the challenge I had was that I had people calling me in tears, Shay, pretty much because they'd gotten foreclosure notices, or they were about to be put out because their investor that they were maybe renting that home did not pay the rent, and they were faced with a dilemma. So that challenge was, really sustaining and growing through those pains of being able to keep my real estate business and keep my real estate team going and encouraged, and also working through the recession as far as when it comes to real estate.
Working through the recession as it comes to time of real estate, but you made it. You're still here. You're still making it happen. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Because you are what? A champion. And you are amazing. Let's go ahead and acknowledge Melissa Watson Gray. She put, you are a champion, by the way. Thanks for putting that down there. Tashi Hike. Hope I got that right. Tashike. I never get that right. Tiz Hike. Tiz Hike. I hope I got it right. I'm doing my best. Show me how to pronounce it. Tiz Hike Pendleton said, you are a champion. Hashtag you are enough. Evangelist Doris Williams is in the house. She says, you are a champion. Hashtag I am enough. Mimi is on here watching and said, you are a champion. You are enough. Tamara, you got Tamara and you got George. Now, how do you get Tamara and George in the same room? I've only had them on the phone at the same times.
Tamara is my sister, of course, and she's amazing. And she has a huge, which I won't tell everything about it because I know you're going to have them on your show, but she's always been a supporter. Mm-hmm. She's the brains behind, her and Mom are the brains behind the business when it comes to what they're putting together. And I'm excited about that. But I also have some other people I want to shout out, Shay.
Well, go ahead and shout out some folks that you're doing shout outs on the show. Go ahead and do shout outs. Can I shout out Sonia Carpenter first?
Raleigh people. Sonia Carpenter, she's in Raleigh. And of course, some North Carolinians are in the house. Leticia Nicole, B. Jackie Jeter, she's always supporting. And of course, Annette Smith and one of my mastermind friends, Freddie Rod. Now, Freddie is amazing. Freddie actually is the CEO of Black History Cards. So I'm telling you.
History Cards? I never heard of Black History Cards.
I have some amazing friends, I'm telling you.
Yes, you do. Black History Cards. Tell me a little about something about that. I never heard of that. That's good. That's interesting.
Well, he actually has created 52 decks of cards and is teaching not only children, but it's teaching high school people. They're teaching entrepreneurs and business owners the history of, our culture. So that's what he has. And I'll have to make sure I get you connected to him so you can have him on the show.
Connect us together. We got to have him on the show. Connect us together, by the way. I tell you, you bring out the all-stars. You got Dexter Scott in the house.
Yes.
You got a boy, and you got Annette Smith that's in the house. Look, why don't we do this? We're going to get started. For those folks that are out there right now, Jennifer you can see Jennifer. You can see her right now, and you can hear Jennifer, but Jennifer can't see you, and she can't hear you. So I'd like for her to be able to hear you, and I also like for you to be able to connect with everybody else that's in the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe, because that's what this is all about. It's about inspiring, it's about empowering, it's about uplifting, and that is our mission, just so we can be the resource for other folks and help them do the things they want to do, which is execute the vision they have for the people they were called to serve. So what do I need you to do right now? I want you to look right below the video, and I want you to go ahead and share. What's up, Douglas Tufts? I want you to share what you do. Now, how do you share what you do so the whole world can know what you do? These videos, they go viral. They're syndicated. They're on podcasts. They're on conference calls. Look, it happens, Captain. So I want you to spread the good news. Here's what you do, Jennifer. Here's what they can do. They can look below the video, and I want you to write these words. I help people, ... or I help businesses, ... And that's a way for us to know how you're helping people and how you're serving people and how you're making a difference. So we don't care about all the letters behind your name right now. And we don't care about all your celebrity clients. Not right now, not right now. What we care about is what's in your heart and how you're serving other folks. So what do you need to do? Look right below the video right now. Look right below the video and write these words. So if you're Dexter Scott, you would put, I help couples or I help individuals upgrade their life so they can accomplish their dreams. I mean, that's something that you could write, right? Depends on who you are. So you do that right now. Look right below the video. And what are they going to do once again? They're going to write what? I help
businesses, ... or I help couples, or I help entrepreneurs, whatever their specialty is, they're going to put that in the feed because we want to make sure we give some business shout outs. But you never know who's watching because Shay's show, the Happy Entrepreneur Show, is actually international. So you never know when someone's going to connect with you.
Right. And it's also the opportunity because someone right now has the goal of finding you. I share this with my clients almost every day. I say, look, someone has the goal of finding someone just like you that can help them solve their problem. So as the saying goes, you are the aspirin to someone's headache. You are the Tylenol to someone's headache. You are the Benadryl to someone's headache. And so why don't you help them be able to connect with you? So you have none other than Blake Andrews. So Blake Andrews, you will look right below the video and put, I help people, ... Now, while y'all doing that, we're going to come back and then we're going to hear from none other than the Jennifer Harris. While you're writing what you do below the video, she's the author of The Black Woman's Declaration of Independence. I don't even know if y'all can even see that. We'll put that down there below. She's doing some amazing things. This book is signed, by the way. Sometimes people sign stuff to Trevor Otts and I'm not around. This says signed to Shay, the Happy Entrepreneur Brown. Keep winning, and thank you for all your support. The world needs the 90-day champion. Signed, Jennifer. I don't know what year it was because she didn't put the year, but I'm sure it was like about a year or two.
It got released.
Okay. I'm just saying. Do me a favor, by the way, Jennifer. Can you look below the video before we go to a break? And we're going to come back with this in just a moment. Y'all don't want to miss what Jennifer's going to do with the I Declare affirmation. You've got to hear the Black Woman's Declaration. You've got to hear that independence. You've got to hear it. You don't want to miss it. Do me a favor, Jennifer. Look right below the video. Do you see Letitia Campbell? She put what she does. Do you see what C.F. Jackson did? She put what she does. Do you see Tina Holloman? Can you read what they do? Do you see those right below the video?
Well, shout out to my amazing sister, Martha Munzo. So I love her. So Letitia Campbell, I help product and service providers close more sales online so that they can become boss free. Grab my free guides at campbellsuccessnetwork.com.
Cool.
All right. And C.F. Jackson, I help you, the entrepreneur, drive your expertise, knowledge, services, and products further with the power of streaming television. And that's at iDefineTV.com.
Good. And do you see Tina Holloman?
Yes. Tina Y. Holloman says, I help entrepreneur through support groups, black to black business people supporting business.
All right. Anyone else write something? I see Amber Woods right down there. What's going on, Kim Martin? Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Blake Andrews. Thanks for joining. Shout out to you, Doris Williams. Thanks for joining. Read a couple more if you can right now.
Yeah, Amber Woods says, I help people and organizations in their travel needs, as well as advocate for the blind and people with disabilities, awareness, and independence. That's amazing.
Love it. And anyone else? I see Annette Smith. Do you see hers?
Annette just came in and says, I help people convert their health and homes to a safer, healthier, chemical-free environment. I help you supplement your income in the process. FamilyWealthAndHealth.com.
So what we're doing, everyone that's out there listening right now, we're asking you to share what you do so you connect with entrepreneurs all over the world, and especially inside the Happy Entrepreneur Tribe. And I've asked you to write how you help people ... or how you help businesses ... And this is a very, very important segment because it's an opportunity for people to understand what you do. This show is not about Shay Brown. And it's not about Jennifer Harris. It's about every single one of you who get up every single day. You've got a big heart. You want to serve other people. You make a difference. And we want to connect you with other entrepreneurs that are happy all over the world, because we believe that the results that show up in your life are just as important as the results to show up in your bank account. With that being said, you can't wait till we get back. I'll read one and then we're going to take it away. Bernice, don't forget to write what you do, by the way. Byron X. Williams says, I help entrepreneurs and businesses improve their image. All right, talk to using custom apparel. You know, I'm still waiting for the Happy Entrepreneur shirt. I've been waiting for that for a long time for Trevor Odds.
Byron and I go way back, about 8 or 10 years.
Well, Byron, I think you sent me a note. I think I sent you. I can't remember if I sent you my address or not. But using custom apparel and promotional products, and also using photography. Byron, I'm so glad you wrote that. Look, if I got to design my own shirt, it's cool. It's cool. I'm not gonna wait for Trevor Otts anymore. So let's talk. Can I get a Happy Entrepreneur thing like right behind my wall? Like, can send me a note. It's not hard to find me. Shay Brown. It's not hard to find me. Let's connect. See, you see, just because you wrote that down, tomorrow I might be sending you a check or a credit card or what is that thing called? A Cash App, a wire payment. Connect with me because we're having an event and I want to connect with you. What's up, Clinton McCoy, my man Clinton out in Atlanta. All right, we'll be right back in a moment. Look, I got to share with y'all experience that I had just today. I can't wait to share with you. We'll share with you. We'll be right back in a moment. You're watching the Happy Entrepreneur Show with none other than the Jennifer Harris. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur. We'll be back in a moment. Check this experience out. You don't want to miss this. We'll be right back. It's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, founder of the Happy Entrepreneur Network and the host of the #1 business development and revenue-focused late-night show in the country, the Happy Entrepreneur Show. And I just landed. Just got back in town from San Antonio, Texas, out there visiting my wife. Not really visiting my wife, let me not say that. I was at my second home. She's been very, very clear, by the way. I live in 2 states now. I live in Washington, D.C., and I live in San Antonio. So check this out. I just wanted to chat for a few minutes because sometimes life just shows up, right? So I get back, had a wonderful, I don't know, almost 14 days back in San Antonio. Come home, and I'm sitting there working and preparing for the show this evening, and guess what? I can't find my mic. I cannot locate my mic. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you were prepared, getting ready, and at the last minute, just before you were to get started, just before you to leave for vacation, just before the meeting was to start, just before you send an email, guess what happens? Something's missing, right? In this case, the mic is missing. Now, can you imagine doing a show with no mic? The good news is I've got about 25 minutes to make it to the store. Hopefully they got a mic there because it's too late to order from Amazon. I made 3 calls to see if I can borrow someone's mic, but it's a problem. Rule number 1, don't panic. With that being said, for everyone that's watching right now, here's what I'd like for you to do. I'd like for you to look below the video, and what is a mantra? What is an affirmation you tell yourself when things just don't go right? I need an affirmation right now. I wish I could tell you I had one in the back of my head. I don't. Right now I'm a little discombobulated because I really don't want to go. And can they even see the traffic coming up? And so here I am able to work at the comfort of my home, fly across the country, and I'm right back in DC traffic. So do you actually recommend he gets the other microphone?
Yeah, that one's pretty good. I've tried it myself.
We use the Rode mic. Yes. We use the other mic. Yeah. We like this one. He likes that one to pick up sound. Yeah. It takes persistence and perseverance. Persistence and perseverance. Someone write that right below the video right now. Persistence and perseverance. Hey, I just came up with my own affirmation. I'm gonna drive and think of persistence and perseverance. Anyway, with that being said, I want you to go out there and I want you to know that you're amazing. I want you to know that you're incredible. I want you to know that God only made one you, and that's incredible. And when he made you, he gave you everything you need right now in order not only to succeed for yourself, but to bless someone else. So with that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you, we're going to make some good things out. We connect again next time. God bless. Peace. I'm out. See you later. Persistence. You know something about that. Persistence and perseverance. You know something about that, Jennifer. Take a moment, Jennifer, if you can, and talk a little bit about persistence and perseverance. Think about that just for a moment. Persistence and perseverance and why that's important. When someone makes a declaration, which you're going to talk about later, why they have to be persistent, and that means keep on going. And then why do they have to persevere? And before you do that, can I look right below the video? Can I give a shout out? I see Tina Holloman put what she does right below. She says, I help entrepreneurs live their dream through steps to get your business up and running. Thanks a lot for sharing that. Martha, hey, Martha. Martha's going to be on here, Martha. We got to get that date going on. I can't wait. She says, I help women all around the world understand, all around the world to effectively heal their domestic violence and sexual abuse. Thanks a lot for being on here. Thanks for sharing that. Thanks for all you do. Morella put down here, I help entrepreneurs and organizations to improve their productivity and results by coaching them to become the best version of themselves. Thanks a lot. Janae Maley put, I help people grow, protect, and save money utilizing real estate. Thanks a lot for sharing that, by the way. Tina says, pray through it and watch and work it out. So true is that. With that being said, thank you all for posting what you're doing. Now, when someone else posted what they do, and Clinton, if you didn't share what you do, make sure you put that down there, by the way. When you see someone, Ann Brown, and hopefully you're going to post what you do, when they do it, hit the like button. Hit the heart button. In fact, take a moment right now. Just hit the like button and say, look, I appreciate you. Right? You are a champion. See, this is not just about what Jennifer and I have to say, but it's about you connecting with each other while we're going through this show. Now, Jennifer's going to come back and talk a little bit about the importance of persistence. And today, Jennifer, I had to do that, by the way, or y'all would be hearing me right now. And perseverance. Persistence and perseverance. Take it away, Jennifer.
Awesome. First of all, that's the first time I've seen you drive, Shay. I must say that. First off,
I'm glad you could have that view. We'll thank the cameraman who did it for free, my son, who captured the moment out there. So thanks a lot to Che Brown Jr. for doing that.
But yeah, so persistence and perseverance. So first of all, being persistent. One of my mentors has always said, inch by inch, anything is a cinch, right? Mm-hmm. And I used to sit here and wonder, like, what do they really mean by that? But they were trying to tell me was that when you're persistent and doing the little things, then when it comes time to do the big things, then you'll actually be more productive and be more, persistent, actually. And also you have to be persistent in declaring what it is that you have in your business, what goals you have in your life, being persistent. Also, now, Shay, I need to be more persistent with my workout regimen like you do, because you are one of the most disciplined, persistent people I have ever seen as far as your running.
Thank you.
But I do know that is something that you've already declared over your life, that you're going to be healthier, that you're going to, you want to live a long and productive life. So that's one thing I noticed that you have been very persistent with over the years.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. And as folks I appreciate that. You mentioned inch by inch, anything is a cinch. Do me a favor. Look right below the video like Annette Smith, and that's something that's an affirmation. We'll talk about decorations in a moment, but that's an affirmation you can have, that inch by inch, anything is a cinch, which means you can get there, which means you were destined for greatness. And many of you already have greatness inside you, but you wouldn't be watching right now if you didn't want more. You wouldn't be watching right now if you didn't believe you had the potential inside of you to perform at a higher level. You would be watching right now if you didn't want to recharge, restart, refuel, and get ready to take your life and your business to an entirely different level. One of the things that we believe here, Jennifer, and we believe from bottom of our hearts, one of our mantras here is we believe that the results that show up in your life are just as important, Lady Constance Hamilton, as the results that show up in your bank account. And I'm going to ask Jennifer, when she hears that statement, what goes through her mind right now? Because Jennifer, for so many folks right now, they focus so much on just getting the results in their bank account. And, I hit the wrong button. I know sometimes as business owners, I've been guilty of doing that myself, where I found myself at a time where I was just focused on chasing the next dollar, trying to get the next client, trying to buy the next, okay, I'm embarrassed to tell you guys, I had 3 cars at one time, but trying to buy the next car and add it out front because I thought that was important. I remember when I purchased my first boat, by the way, I mean, I just thought, whoa, this Bayliner is just like, this is it. Till you realize you got to service it.
Right.
You got to winterize it. Yeah. It costs a lot of money to upkeep it. I didn't know all that back then. So I'm just chasing that instead of slowing down and thinking about results in my life. The relationships I had with my family, the relationships I had with my friends, self-care, which is very, very important, or just being a kind human being, not being kind, being nice and smiling, but being kind by giving to others. And that's one of the things that we believe in here at the Happy Entrepreneur Network is we believe that in the giver's economy, the person that outgives their competition out-earns their competition. Let me say that thing a little slower. The person that outgives their competition out-earns their competition. So I'm gonna go over to Jennifer, and I'm gonna ask Jennifer just to take a moment and talk about what that means. And for those that are watching right now, do me a favor. For someone else, hit the share button. Just hit the share button. When you hit that share button, I want you to write these words down. It's your time. Just put that down. Just hit the share button, because when Jennifer talks about the Black woman's Declaration of Independence, which we're going to get into, when she talks about purses, pumps, and power and what's going on there, when she talks about building wealth, which is very, very important, when she talks about what you know to be your birthright, it's important that while she's saying that you understand that she's talking to you. Like, she's not talking to someone else. This conversation is not meant for someone that's not listening. It's meant directly for you because it's your time. And the reason I want you to put it's my time right now, because there'll be some declarations you'll be saying for yourself, and we're going to ask Jennifer for some declarations later, but I want you right now to pay it forward. So Jennifer, I'm going to come to you in just a moment, and I want you to talk about when you hear results in your life, why that's so important and that you don't miss those moments. But for you watching right now, do me a favor. For Jennifer, for another entrepreneur, for another mom, for another dad, for another uncle, for another aunt, for a little girl, a little boy that just needs to hear the message, hit the share button, and just put, it's your time. And they can fill in the blank. It's your time to take care of your health. It's your time to take care of your family. It's your time to take care of yourself. It's your time to take care of your community. It's your time to take care of your church. It doesn't matter. It's your time. If you believe it's your time, if you believe that this is your moment, if you're ready to own the day and own your life, just look right below the video. And now you can make it real personal. Just put it's my time. And when someone puts it's my time, hit the like button. Just hit the heart button. In fact, hit the like button, hit the heart button right now, because it's your time. We're talking about results in your life. They'll spill over to results in your bank account, and Jennifer's going to talk about the wealth. But right now, it's your time. It's my time. Jennifer, talk about results in your life and why that's important, and why it's important to have that declaration that it's my time, no matter what's going on in my life.
Well, for me, I have always been, I was pretty much raised by my dad, who was a coach and a mentor ever since I was like 4 or 5 years old. So I've always had to either excel in sports. My mother, she was an educator and school teacher, so I always had to show up results with them grades, because I couldn't go home with bad grades. I remember, Shay, one time I cried when I got a C in high school.
A C? You cried with a C? Look, I was hoping for a C. I was praying for a C. How can you cry when you get a C? I was a C guy, like Shay Brown. I mean, C's and D's were good. Sheesh.
No, C's and D's were not good.
Not in your house. Jeez.
Those are the results that I wanted for my life, because I knew I was going to go to college. Mm-hmm. You know, I was always told, oh, go to college, get the best grades. You know, you end up having a great job, not necessarily a business. Yeah. But looking back on it now, but those were the results that I wanted from my life. But with my dad being my first coach, he also showed me the results of setting a goal and declaring, like, 6 months from now, you want to be better off at maybe this activity. My mother used to always help me set goals for, like, being a year from now, you're going to be, X, Y, and Z. when it comes to, I would say, even anything from, getting into a particular school that I wanted to get into. But when I say results or thinking about results, it's also the little results. But if you don't keep score, oftentimes we'll look back on it and a year has gone by and we haven't progressed forward, or we feel like we've progressed backwards. But it's also not only the small results, but the big results. And I think also it keeps us accountable. I have some friends we have an amazing accountability group, and we actually post our wins in a group together because we want to show up. We look at maybe what our losses have been and those results, but we don't ever celebrate our wins. So I immediately said, you know what, we're going to start celebrating our wins, no matter how big or how small it was. And on top of that, it keeps the results happening. So it keeps your fuel recharged when it comes to that.
Wow, that is so important, Jennifer. Thanks for sharing. See, I learn something every single time you and I have a conversation. And for those folks that are out there that made that declaration, said, it's my time. Like Andrina Baltimore said, it's my time. Mimi wrote, it's my time. Amber put, it's my time, by the way. Kristen Townsend, thanks for joining, put, it's my time, by the way. Jacqueline Fulton, I see you, said, it's my time. CF Jackson put, it's my what? Time, by the way. Loretta Brosh put, it's my time. Karen C. Cherry, who's in the house, said, it's my time. Hello, Jennifer.
I love Karen. I'm going to be seeing her soon at her conference.
Yeah, what about hello, Shay Brown? Hi, I just want to say hello to you as well. It's all good. It's all good. I'm just messing with you, Karen. I'm just messing with you. But she's in the house, and they're watching now. And this is a very serious conversation that we're turning into, because we're talking about the Black woman's Declaration of Independence. And yeah, I'm going to ask her to tell us why she wrote the book and what's inside it. But more importantly, I'm going to ask her to release a declaration or two, or I declare a statement or two that you can use as well. And so we're going to get into that in the history of this. And then there's something special going on that I know she's doing called Purses, Pumps, and Power. Yeah. And it's really unique. It's really special. It's something pretty cool, by the way. I think that's what it is. Is that what it's called? Purses, Pumps, and Power? Absolutely.
Purses, Pumps, and Power is my women's organization. Mm-hmm. We're international. We're of course, in the States. And, there are 7 purses of wealth that we help women attain, from real estate purse to foreign currency purse to their advancing in their career, entrepreneurship, savings purse, retirement purse. So we help women with 7 purses of wealth. But now, Shay, the thing about it is you can't just have a purse without having the pumps. As women, we kind of like to put on these pumps that make us stand tall, right?
Yeah.
And y'all men love a woman with some nice pumps on, right? Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure when your wife put on those pumps, you're like, hey, babe.
I love them.
But the pumps actually represent the life work. So it's almost like when you put on some pumps, you feel like you're tall. So there's 4, pumps that we actually help women develop, from a wellness pumps to spiritual pumps to your mindset pumps. And once you do that, Shay, you're powerful. Purses, Pumps, and Power.
Purses, Pumps, and Power.
Yes.
That's powerful by itself. Let's do me a favor. Someone look right below the video. Look right below the video and just write these words: purses, pumps, and power. Purses, pumps, and power. Why don't we got a hashtag?
Pumps, Shay. But the women like to have purses, pumps, and power.
So it's purses, pumps, and power.
Yes.
Okay. Purses, Pumps, and Power. I'm going to ask her where that is. Letitia says, yes, honey. Some next. So that sounds so sexy. She loves it. She loves it. She loves it. I see you out there, Stephen Bell. Thanks for joining. Mary Mitchell, it is always a pleasure. We're going to go to that website. I know there's a website. She's doing something special. I want to get to that in just a moment. Do me a favor, Annette, as you're writing down Purses, Pumps, and Power. I appreciate that so much. Thanks for putting that down, because I'm going to go to that website in just a moment. Something special going on. But first, can we do a favor for Jennifer? Because before she came on, I should have given her a warm welcome. I got carried away because she started telling these great stories, and I got sucked into the story, by the way. Janae is putting hashtag purses, pumps, and power. Okay, that'll be the hashtag. Okay, someone started a hashtag for you. I like that. Hashtag purses, pumps, and power. I like the hashtag. Byron X. Williams said purses, pumps, and power. What's going on, Rhonda Wilmingham? Thanks for joining, by the way. Kim Warren Martin put purses, pumps, and power. Hashtag love me some pumps. No, we didn't go there. She put that down. I didn't write that down. And that was Kim Warren Martin. You know, Kim Warren Martin got to be different. Yeah, for y'all don't know Kim Warren Martin, we got to have her back on. Kim's going to be a little different, okay? She's going to be different, but it's a good different. It really is. She is a unique individual. Kristen Towson put purses, pumps, power. CF Jackson put nice. Like that, Jennifer. Here's what I'd like for you to do. We'll come back. We're going to jump right into the book when we come back. The Black Woman's Declaration of Independence. That's my promise as soon as we come back. But first, let's give Jennifer a warm welcome. Because sometimes before someone comes on the show, Tina, they're always curious. Do I look okay? Do I sound okay? Am I straight? Can they see my background? And Jennifer said, look, I'm coming on with some good lighting now. I'm going to show up with some good lighting up in this camp. I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm going to show up and show out at the exact same time. And boy, is she doing that. So do me a favor. Look right below the video and just give Jennifer a little encouragement. Like hit the heart button or hit the like button or just say, Jennifer, you look great. Jennifer, you look wonderful. Jennifer, you're doing a great job. Because Jennifer came on and we don't have a run sheet, okay? So there's no list of questions. I've got to ask some questions. No, we don't have that. We didn't talk about what's going to happen from segment to segment. She said, Shay, I'm just showing up to serve. And I'm helping women understand the Black woman's Declaration of Independence. And I'm also showing up to set them free with hashtag purses, pumps, and power. And she's doing something where women can come together, collaborate, network, support, build, encourage, and take their lives to an entirely different level. And it's something that's going on that she's going to release and share with you in just a moment when we come back. But first, just say, Jennifer, I appreciate you. Jennifer, great job. She took time to prepare. Jennifer was ready before time. Like she called me like 2 hours before sound check. I got a sound check call from Jennifer. Anybody knows Jennifer, you know one thing. She's going to run that calendar. I thought I was bad. I mean, you know, I'm always a stickler on my time, but Jennifer was like 2 hours ahead of time, by the way. So Jennifer, I will say publicly, I said it privately, you look great. You look fantastic. They can hear you. And thank you so much for being on the Happy Entrepreneur Show. And I'm excited to be able to talk about the Black Woman's Declaration of Independence. Powerful book, but I'm going to get the contents in a short amount of time from her. And then I want to introduce you to something she's doing that's exciting. Exciting is happening in Raleigh, in her hometown. She didn't take it out of her town. She kept it in her town, in her city. And she kept those dollars right there so she can empower, encourage, and create wealth, not only for folks in Raleigh, but all over the world. And she could have picked any place like Washington, D.C. She could have picked any place like Washington, D.C. to host it, but no, she said, I'm doing it in my hometown. So we appreciate her. For that being said, let's look below the video. I see Byron Williams put, you look great, sis. He's out there watching you. Annette Smith said, Jennifer, you're doing a marvelous job. See, you're doing great. They can hear you.
Yeah, I see my big sister, Miss Peggy Morris, is on.
Oh, well, are you doing all these shout outs? Shout out to Peggy Morris. All right. Yeah. Sisters for Sisters in the house. Incorporated, baby.
Yeah.
Ned Smith said, you're doing a marvelous job. Letitia Campbell said, Jennifer, you're doing an amazing job. Janae Molly said, keep rocking it, Jennifer. Great job. Kristen Towson said, you glow, girl.
Ooh. Oh, that's so nice. And Evangelist Doris Williams, thank you so much. She said, you are a beautiful, brilliant gift to the body of Christ.
That's amazing. Kim Warren Martin said, you look marvelous. Oh, I see. It's on 2 different pages. I forgot we got multiple people. Some of you have shared this. Thank you so much. Some of you created watch parties from this. Thank you so much. We appreciate every single one of you. I see. There go Peggy Morris. Jennifer is my girl. What about your brother? Maybe I got choked up for just a second. I gotta stop doing this. Amber, thank you so much. I gotta be serious. Amber, thank you so much. Joyce, Chelsea Hayward in the house from Bermuda. She's from Bermuda in the house. Jennifer, I told you, you don't play, Jennifer. You bring out the all-stars. All right. I know some of you are fearful about stepping into your power. We come back. Jennifer's going to unleash the Black woman's Declaration of Independence, and we're all going to check out something very special. I got this site. Y'all got to see what she's doing with purses, pumps, and power. I'm not going to give you the rest of it. We'll get it when we come back. With that being said, before we get going, let's go to my good friend, none other than Dr. Kenneth Thigpen, someone else out there in Raleigh, North Carolina. You got to face your fears. Jennifer's done that, and she's going to tell you why when we come back. We'll see you in just a moment. You're watching the Happy Entrepreneur Show with none other than the one and the only, the lovely Jennifer Harris and myself, Shay Brown. We'll see you in a moment. That's always fun, isn't it?
Yes.
Hello, it's your girl, Dr. Kenneth Thigpen, also known as Dr. K, founder of Rise Women's Network. And Rise Women's Network is pleased to present to you #Next Sister Up. Today, I'm here with you in the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe, and today is my January 1st. Here's your thought of the week. Face your fears. What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of dating again? Are you afraid of starting a new business or launching a new product or service? Are you afraid of being wealthy? Remember, exposure to your fear is better than avoidance. So stop avoiding whatever it is for you. Face your fears head on. When you face your fears head on, you get a sense of accomplishment. When you face your fears head on, you gain power, and you can look back and say, that wasn't so bad. When you face your fears head on, your anxiety decreases. Because when you're afraid of something, your anxiety is going to increase. When you face your fears head on, you gain skills and mastery. And who wouldn't want to add a new skill to their toolbox? And lastly, when you face your fears head on, you decrease your failures. Now, I know in life we often say failure equals feedback, but when people tend to fail, they tend to stop trying. So I'm reminded of this quote by Marianne Williamson. She says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. So I challenge you this week. Face your fears. I'm Dr. K. Make it a great day.
Dr. K, make it a great day. Face your fears. Face your fears. I don't know what they are. Face your fears. Let me say that one more time. Face your fears and do it anyway. Let me say it again. Face your fears and do it anyway. Someone do me a favor that's watching right now, that's listening to the sound of my voice. Write these words right below the video. Like all my digital note takers who are writing on that digital board out there right now, write these words. Face my fears and do it anyway. Let me say it again. Face my fears and do it anyway. Someone needs to hear those words right now. There might be some fears that you're facing right now, and you're wondering, should you do it or should you not do it? Do it. Should I do it or should I not do it? Do it. You're here with none other than the one and only, the lovely, all the way from Raleigh, North Carolina, an entrepreneur, a businesswoman, a wonderful person, a kind human being, and also an author, a speaker, a coach. Look, she's the whole deal. I think they say the real deal, Holyfield, I guess is what they say. But I'm going to simply say she's just a wonderful, kind human being. And she's not a human just being, she's a human becoming, because she's always becoming better. She's always becoming greater. She's always becoming someone to help support someone else. So I want to jump right into her. As folks are writing, face your fears, do it anyway. I see Kim Martin wrote, face your fears, do it anyway. Amber Wood says, face your fears. Annette Smith says, face your fears. Jennifer, before you tell them about this book, and they can go buy the book, The Black Woman's Declaration of Independence, you know, you talk about facing fears and doing it anyway. And one of my favorite chapters in the book, the whole book is wonderful, by the way. She's going to talk about the mission of the book in a moment. But I just talked about face your fears. And this says something about jump into your life. You got to jump. I mean, you just got to jump. Now, you didn't know what I was going to pick out the book, but I picked one area, right? I picked jump. Face your fears means you got to take the jump. Can you step back? Tell us first the mission of why you wrote The Black Woman's Declaration of Independence, so why you wrote it, so what its mission is, and then can you step back and talk a little something about jump into your life and And why that's very important for folks to know early on. I think that correlates to someone that's out there right now, Jennifer, just wondering, well, should I leave this relationship? Or should I stay in this relationship? Should I start a business again? Should I not? Should I work with one more consultant, one more coach, one more firm and spend my money? Should I not? Should I play safe or should I jump all in? And so, yeah, Kenneth talked about facing your fears, but now they got to make that declaration. So, Jennifer, the question is the mission of the Declaration of Independence for Black women. What is its mission? What is it all about? And then a little bit about jump into your life. Take it away.
Well, actually, Shay, so the vision of the Black Woman's Declaration of Independence was given to me by one of my mentors and good friends, Mr. Trevor Otts, which is your partner. And this was probably about a year and a half ago when he spoke that into my life. But I will be very transparent. I did not even see myself as someone that could carry that particular message because my vision was actually kind of cloudy. Because I was like, no, I don't really think that's me, or I didn't want to offend anyone. You know, I have all, clients from all nationalities, which they all have been buying the book, by the way. So when that whole vision came to me that he gave me, it took a while for me to really sit back and say, what have I declared in my life? And what have I always had to declare, not only over my life, but in my life to get through? So the first chapter, we immediately jump in as far as like jump into your life. And the declaration is, I would not live in the fear of my doubts.
Oh, but before you go on, I love that first. So there's different decorations in this. I don't want to give it away, but since you did, there are different decorations for each chapter. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, there's 10 declarations that go with the book. So there's 10 chapters with 10 declarations.
So and I can validate. Well, y'all probably can't see that far, but I can validate. It says jump into your life, and then declaration. I will not live in the fear of my doubts. Someone do me a favor. What's up, Katisha Patisse in the house? Do me a favor. Look right below the video and someone write these words. I will not live in the fear of my doubts. So Jennifer's going to give the story about jumping to your life, but I want you to write that down. I will not live in the fear of my doubts. Let me say that again. This is very powerful. I will not live in the fear of my doubts. All right, Jennifer, take it away.
Yes, so jump into my life came to me because when I reflect back to my dad, he was a veteran in the 82nd Airborne. And, they were paratroopers, so they would just jump out of airplanes or, just jump rappelling off of the wall. So I used to be in ROTC, growing up when my dad taught me how to shoot guns, Shay. He taught me how to drive a stick shift. Actually, he made me drive a stick shift. But he also taught me to not be fearful for taking a chance and taking a risk. Even though I may fail, I may fall down, I may not know the next step, but he's always taught me how to jump. Not only jumping into opportunities, but jumping into business, jumping into entrepreneurship, and also, jumping into a situation where I've had to, I've been in some toxic relationships before, so I had to jump out of those, but I did not live in my fear of my doubts.
I like that. You did not live in the fear of your doubts. Someone put down, and I see it, I will not live in the fear of my life. Peggy Morris put out there, I will not live in the fear of my doubts. And isn't this true? Haven't we all found ourselves there at one point or another where we were living in the fear of our doubts? And we had to make a change. We had to make a switch. Okay, so you gave us one declaration. Thanks so much. That was very powerful. Is it okay if I just open up the book? Because I don't think you remember every chapter in the book, by the way. And I'm going to just do like this, everyone. I'm going to just turn to a page. Jennifer's looking and saying, where is Shay going? But this says, terms and conditions apply. Oh, that's pretty interesting. I know the book because we were part of the book.
My life, my terms, my choice. That's right.
My life, my terms, my choice.
Yes.
Now, when you hear those words, I want those to sink in for you for just a moment. Chapter, terms and conditions apply. Declaration, my life, my terms, and I think this is the most important part. And this speaks to the heart of it. I remember when you and Trevor were having the sessions, and I had a chance to listen in on some of the audio calls that were done. But this one really hit me home. It said, my choice. My life, my terms, my choice. Jennifer, talk a little about that chapter and what that declaration means. And as she's saying it, I want you to think for a moment before she speaks. What does it mean to you? My life, my terms, my choice. And what are some choices that you need to make right now in your life? What are some terms you need to apply right now in your life? And how would your life be different if you made the choices and lived according to the terms that you decided? Jennifer's going to give us her view of the world, but I also want you to think about yourself. If you have children, think about your son or your daughter. If you have family members, a brother or a sister or an aunt or an uncle or a cousin, think about them. If you have extended family, think about them. Every chapter is powerful, I promise you. I didn't know I was going to turn to that chapter, but when I did, I was like, oh my gosh, did I have to hit this one? But I did. So Jennifer, talk about the chapter, if you would. So frame the chapter so they understand what it's about and what it represents, and then a little bit about that declaration. I want every single one of you to write that declaration below, because these are your terms, and this is your choice. My life, only you can live it. My terms, you can set the terms, and then you get to decide whether you're going to live by those terms or change those terms. But you can't change your life. It's still your life. And you know, we talk about the results that show up in your life are just as important as the results that show up in your bank account. You talk about results in your life, it's based on the terms. Jennifer, I don't want to talk too much. Take it away if you would, please.
Sure. So the chapter, My Life, My Terms, and My Choice, came from a fact that I was always raised as an independent woman. Like I mentioned before, my dad, he was like, no daughter of mine is going to have to worry about getting home. So he made me learn how to drive a stick shift. He instilled in me about learning how to, protect myself from shooting a gun. Yes, we're in North Carolina. We do have some guns. But the thing about...
That's good. It's true. It's true, too. It's a true statement.
But also my mother really was telling me, like, you can truly live life on your own terms. And I work with women all across the world that feel like that life is not being lived on their terms because they feel either marginalized, having to stay in a position or a job where they may be abused, because we're hearing a lot about it now, and women have been silent all too often, myself included, have been in that situation. And I started thinking about what kind of terms I was living. I was living certain terms of not speaking up for myself. I was living terms of, working a job that I really didn't, in a career as an engineer that I really wasn't fulfilled with it, but it was on their terms that they decided to pay me X amount of dollars. Or it was on their terms that they decided, you know what, we're going to just lay you off. And a lot of those jobs got shipped overseas. So I found myself having to take my life into my own terms and set my own conditions, which is the reason why I started, my real estate business. And so when I talk to women, and not just women, but, men as well, when you start to live life on your own terms, then no one can tell you where to send your kids to school, or no one can tell you when to go back to work, or where to travel for this place. And oftentimes it's women are the ones that most of the time are not living life on their own terms. Like, you don't have to stay in a toxic relationship. You don't have to, no longer be abused by someone that is taking advantage of you. And when you set your own conditions and you're in a situation where it could be a family relationship, it could be a business relationship, it could be, on your job. When you truly live life on your own terms, I think you're more successful, you're more happy. And on top of that, you really start to trickle that down into your family and your kids, because they do see it. They do see it.
Amen to that. That is so true. For those folks that are watching right now, for those folks that are listening right now, look right below the video. Look right below the video. What's up, Jane Pulley? Thanks for joining. Tanisha Simpson, we appreciate you. Nicole Brown Herson, it is always a pleasure to see you, by the way. What's up? Rob is in the house. Sherry Wallace is in the house. Harvest Queen, what's up, Harvest Queen? So many of you are joining. So many of you here. I can't get to everybody, but do me a favor. Look right below that video, and I want you to write these words. This is a declaration. I declare my life, my terms. What's the last one, Jennifer?
My choice.
Oh, she loves that one. She loves that. I knew she loved that. I know she loved that. Let's do it again.
We love choices now.
Huh?
Women love choices. Choices and options.
That's right. That's right. I love that. So look right below the video. Look right below the video and write these words. Write these words. Make this note. My life, my terms, my choice. Because you can't have it all. And it is your decision every moment of every minute of every day. And this we know to be true. And even if you're a guy, like if it was me, I'm right there. I'm like Byron's the first one. Byron's is right there, right? Byron's like, oh, nope. Look, the reason I want you to write it is I wanted to sink into your subconscious mind. Yeah, I know maybe you get it intellectually, right? And it makes sense. I understand that. But I wanted to be top of mind to you, because when these ideas, when these declarations are top of mind to you, you're more likely to take action. I will get into something later. It's easy to do and it's easy not to do, right? As my dad said, but if it's hard, do it first. Why? Because doing the hard things first takes discipline. And how true is that? So for you watching right now, do me a favor, look right below the video and put my life, my terms, my choice. I can have it all. I can have it all, because you can. You can have the family and you can have the business. You can be a happy entrepreneur. A happy entrepreneur doesn't mean you can be happy, but doesn't mean you're naive. You can be happy, but you don't walk around thinking every day is rainbow, cupcakes, and unicorns. You can be happy, but you understand your stuff does stink sometimes. You do make some mistakes. You do have to start over. You can be happy, but you don't work for free. Let me say that again. You can be happy, but you don't work for free. I'll say it one more time for someone that didn't hear me. Say, wait a minute. Did he just say what I thought he said? Yes. You can be happy, but what, Jennifer?
You don't work for free.
Yo, I'm just saying what Jennifer just said. Don't work for free. My life, my terms, my what?
My choice.
My choice. That's so true. We're going over a black woman's Declaration of Independence. In a moment, we're going to get into something she's doing with pumps, power,
and power.
Pumps, purses, and power.
Purses, pumps, and power, Shay Brown.
We did the logo. You think I remember these things. Purses, pumps, and power. I had the other one in my head. Purses, pumps, and power. We're going to get into that. We're going to get something amazing she's doing. In fact, before we take the break, I want to have her talk about, open up another chapter. I know. I've lost my mind. But it says, Myth of the White Horse. Now, this is a black woman's Declaration of Independence. Now, you've got to get the book. She'll tell you we can get the book at later. Don't worry about that. But the black woman's Declaration of Independence. But yet, I go to chapter 9, and it says, Myth of the White Horse. Don't you want to know what the white horse is? I know I want to know, right? I just want to know. But you got to get the book. It says, Declaration. We are not here to be saved. We are here to do the saving. Hashtag power of a black woman. Let me say that again. We are not here to be saved. We are here to do the saving. Hashtag power of a black woman. Look, do me a favor. Look right below the video and put hashtag power of a black woman. If you believe that this is your year, you believe this is your time, you believe that you are not here to be saved, but you're here to do the saving, make that declaration. Look right below the video and put hashtag power of a what, Jennifer?
Power of a black woman.
Talk about that chapter, if you would. Talk about that chapter. I pulled it right out of Black Woman's Declaration of Independence. What's up, Shantae Earl? Thanks for joining. Talk about that for a moment, if you will. Break that down for the audience, Jennifer.
Well, myth of the white horse is that growing up, we probably always thought someone was going to ride on this white horse and save us. And, the white picket fence, that is something that just tried to sell us on, pretty much is a lie. And when I talk about that in the chapter, myth of the white horse, it's not about the fact that we don't need men in our life. We very much need men in our life, but we are a complement to men. But on top of that, women are very powerful. And not only that, Black women are very powerful because we have saved elections, we have saved businesses, churches are backed by some powerful, Black women. You also have organizations that are running behind the scenes when it comes to as far as, how powerful Black women are. But women in general have been overlooked by the fact that we're leaders, we're entrepreneurs, we're teachers, we are CEOs of companies, but we also are moms, or, they're moms that are raising some amazing children. And so often we have been overlooked, or women have been overlooked, and Black women, I believe, have been overlooked for the contributions that they bring to the world, not only the financial world, but the spiritual world. And on top of that, I would say the business world. So it's not that we don't need men in our life, but I think now women are starting to rise up because Black women are the fastest growing entrepreneurs when it comes to businesses. So it's our time, it is our year. And so myth of the white horse means that we're gonna pretty much take our power back.
I love that. Take our power back. And I know one of the ways young women take their power back. I see you, Tina Holloman, put my life, my term, my choice. And then she put hashtag power of the Black woman. She kind of put the two together. What works best for her. I love that. Hashtag power of the Black woman. I see you, Nicole Brown Hurston. Hashtag power of the Black woman. Jennifer didn't just stop there. She could have wrote a book, made lots of money, and been just famous, and that would have been cool. But she didn't stop there. She said, Shay, we got to go to another level. Shay, we got to do something different. Shay, I've got to make a difference in the world. When we come back, we're going to go and we're going to take a look. We're going to take a look at something that Jennifer is doing out there. And, maybe I'll have her give you a sneak preview because she's doing some incredible things. And I went out there because I was making so many mistakes when I was out there, Jennifer. I looked around and I typed in, like you said, I typed in purses, pumps, power 19. I typed in purses, pumps, power 19. Purses, pumps,
and power
19.com. Someone put that right below the video. Put that right below the video. Purses, pumps, and power 19.com. I see Janelle Pulley put rich people live behind a code. Black women have their own hashtag power of a Black woman for sure. Annette put hashtag power of a Black woman. Well, now the women and men are coming together. And Jennifer, I know we're going to go to something. We come back, we're going to talk about this. I want you to do something special. Everyone go over to the website. Just go to the website right now. Jennifer, what's the website?
The website is pursespumpsandpower19.com. Or even if they go to pursespumpsandpower.com, Shay, they will see our events that is going on.
When we come back, I want you to talk. Oh, I love it. When we come back, I want you to talk a little about
strong women.
I'm sorry?
I love that. See, a woman is like a tea bag. You never know how strong she is until you put her in hot water, Shay.
I know that's true. We come back, I'm going to have you do another declaration. Now, I want you to talk about this event, what's going on, and do something special for the happy entrepreneur tribe that's out there right now. What's the website that they all can go to? Give them the website again, and when is the event? Can you just give them those details?
Sure. So the I Declare Greatness Conference is going to be October the 4th and 5th, and they can go to pursespumpsandpower19.com.
pursespumpsandpower19.com. We come back. We're going to be going over it. We're here talking to Jennifer Harris, the author of the Black Women's Declaration of Independence. We come back. We're going to get into purses, pumps, and Power 19, what it's all about, who's going to be there, and more important, something special she's doing for us. What's up, Eric Watson? It's always a pleasure. Let's go all the way over to Houston, Texas, and see none other than Dr. Shayna Lewis. She's doing some amazing things. She said, look, put your mask on first, and you can put that mask on at purses, pumps, and power19.com. Dr. Shayna Lewis, take it away.
Hey family, this is your girl, Dr. Shayna, and founder of Your Extraordinary Life Network. And today is my January 1st. And I'm so excited to be here again with the Happy Entrepreneur Tribe to offer you a thought for today. Now, today's thought is pretty simple. Put your mask on first. Now, all of us have been on an airplane before. And when you get on the plane, the stewardess always says, "Attention, everyone in the cabin. In the case of an emergency, put your mask on first before you render help to anyone else." Now, this same principle applies to us as entrepreneurs. But what I know is we don't always do that. Now, I have a very extremely busy life. And I'm remembering a time when I was getting my PhD. I was running my private counseling practice. I was coaching folks. I was managing my children, nurturing my marriage. I was taking care of all these things. And I was not putting my mask on first. What happened is I became depleted, no energy, dragging, couldn't get up in the morning. I was struggling, y'all. And it wasn't until I figured out, Shayna, you have not taken care of yourself. So you are not in a position to care for anyone else. So what I had to do was stop, take time to figure out what I needed to do for me first. Whether that was go to a doctor, begin exercising, meditating, and the greatest thing was connecting spiritually. Now, I understand the value of putting your mask on first, because when I did that, I became more effective in every area of my life. So my question for you, my happy entrepreneur family, is, are you putting your mask on first? If you're not, think of 3 things right now that you can do to help yourself. Meditate, listen to music, take some time out. I promise you, if you do, you'll be glad that you did. Here's to your extraordinary life. Until next time.
Until next time, here's to your extraordinary life. Oh, I love it. Look, put your mask on first. How important is that? We're here with none other than Jennifer Harris. The one and only. I don't know. Am I hearing an echo, Jennifer?
Nope.
Okay. Maybe it's just me. I just want to make sure. Okay. We're here with none other than Jennifer Harris, the author of the Black Woman's Declaration of Independence. I'm going to go ahead. I want you to talk about, if you would, just that last chapter, and then we're going to get into something wonderful you're doing, because before we did, I started showing a site that's on here. And I encourage you all to go over to the site. Now, before I have her give away the last chapter, which I love, by the way, which is I will sign my own permission slip. I will sign my own permission slip. Tina Holmes said, Jennifer, can you put the link on here, please? Okay, so we're gonna give the link. Jennifer, they're saying it here in Echo, so I think the Echo's gone now. That's good. Thanks a lot for telling us that, Byron. I appreciate that. Nicole, we hear you. We got the Echo fixed. Thank you so much. We appreciate you so much. So someone put the link below inside of there. Purses, Pumps, and Power, A-N-D, power19.com. We'll get that for you. Purses, Pumps, and power19.com will get it for you. Jennifer, tell them about the mission of Purses, Pumps, and power19.com. Why are you doing it? Number one, who should be there, and what they'll walk away with for those that attend.
Well, Purses, Pumps, and Power is presenting the I Declare Greatness Conference.
Okay.
And when we say greatness, it's actually going to be a conference that is going to be showing people how to move from the life that they have now to the life that they deserve. We've got some men that's going to be supporting us there. And the reason why I kind of came up with I Declare Greatness is because I realized that for many years, there were things that I declared over my life. But I said, okay, if we're going to put this together, is number one, it's got to be great. And number two, it's going to be a well-rounded conference where you're going to walk away with a blueprint for your business, a blueprint for, your family life, even a blueprint as a person that's an entrepreneur or a speaker. And then I get to honor some great men and some great women at this particular conference because we're going to do a gala as well. So it's going to be totally amazing. We've got some of the biggest and brightest, speakers that are flying in from all over the world. We've got ambassadors coming in from other countries. We've got speakers of huge organizations and networks that are not only being honored, but they're going to be pouring into every single attendee. And I'm just so excited about putting that together.
Wow. Thanks a lot. And thanks a lot. I think we fixed the volume. Thanks so much for letting us know the volume was low. We appreciate that, Byron. Thank you. We love you, man. Thanks a lot, my man. Jennifer, they could hear you, but they couldn't hear me a little earlier, so the volume was low, so we made some adjustments. One of the things you mentioned, I saw on the website, everyone, we're at pursepumpsandpower19.com. One of the questions I saw on the site was, will this help me as a business? And then we're reading something right now, and I don't know if you can see it. It says, you will learn how to get started in the lucrative world of business and wealth development. So when someone reads, pitch your idea or product, can you talk about that? Or learning different foreign connections, can you talk about that? Or even crafting your signature speaking style? Just tell us a little bit about the business owners and what they're learning. Do you mind taking a moment? And maybe the best way to frame that conversation as we're going through the website is maybe talk about 1, 2, or 3, or 4 of the speakers who are going to be there, and then what they're teaching on. So that'll help the person understand that Jennifer's not going to be up here trying to do it all alone. One of the things I like about Jennifer is she believes in collaboration. She believes in bringing the best, the brightest, the smartest, and most intelligent individuals at what they do. And she's done that. So I'm going to let Jennifer talk about not so much who's going to be there, although she'll mention their name, but don't worry about the name as much as what they're going to be teaching, because this is the reason why you should go ahead and purchase your airline ticket. This is the reason why you should go ahead and get that hotel. This is the reason why you should take time away from your family or from your business to be there, because sometimes in life you got to slow down before you speed up. Sometimes you got to recharge, you got to refuel, you got to restart, or sometimes you just got to put the rocket fuel that you need to go to another level. And that's what Purses, Pumps, and Power 19 is really all about. That's the Shay Brown view of the world. But let me go back over to Jennifer. Jennifer, who's going to be there, and what will they be teaching?
Oh, well, I am just so extremely excited about some of my biggest and brightest friends are going to be there. Some of my mentors are going to be there. Like one of my great mentors and great sister to me is Dr. Pasha Carter. Now, she's traveled all over the world. She's spoken to like stadiums of like 20,000+ people. She's written for Forbes. She's received so many different awards. And she's not only a woman, she's a mother of 4, but they're multimillionaires. But she's actually started her business from sleeping on her roommate's floor, and now to look at her to where she is now. So she's going to be one of our keynote speakers, and I'm so excited about that. She's also going to be receiving a Woman of Greatness Award, 2019 Woman of Greatness Award. We have my mentor who gave me the vision of, the Black Woman's Declaration of Independence, Mr. Trevor Otts. He's going to be doing a keynote from a man's perspective, because we have some amazing men that support us. Another gentleman that I really have the utmost respect for is Andy Henriguez. He actually does a lot with corporate people that want to craft their signature style as far as speaking. We've got some others like Dr. Ruben West. He's actually my brother, and he's going to be receiving a Man of Greatness Award as well. So he speaks internationally, but also one of my mentors who actually, like I mentioned before, who did the book, he did the forward in my book, Ambassador Dr. Clyde Rivers. He's the ambassador, and he's actually going to be coming in, and he's going to be pouring into others. Not only is he going to be receiving a Man of Greatness, but I will have came back from Africa because I'm working on an initiative. So I'm going to be talking with others that want to be able to take their product, their business, their book, maybe speaking internationally. And we're going to really craft out how to really successfully do that, for the coming months in 2020 and beyond.
And if you can, what are you going to do? Can you do something special for the Happy Entrepreneur Tribe that want to attend?
Yes, I knew. I was like, Shay is going to ask for something special for his tribe, which
Well,
of
wouldn't
course
you ask for something special too?
I would. I love that. And so for everyone that's listening, Shay has his own personal, promotional code, and that is happy. So Shay, when they go to the link, Purses Pumps and Power 19.com, they can register to get their tickets. But when they're getting their ticket, if they put in the promo code happy, then they'll be able to get a special discount from you.
Okay. So first they go to the website.
Yes.
And give them the website.
Yep. Purses Pumps and Power 19.com.
And then once they get to the website, they click on one of the buttons. So they say, you can click here. It says click here. Click there to register. Then once they register, it takes them to another page. Is that correct?
Yes. So they can either, we are accepting a few limited vendors, but they can click the button to get their ticket. And then when they put in happy as far as their promo code, because you are the happy entrepreneur, Shay. So we had to come up with something for you.
Thank you.
Go through. So there's only a limited number of tickets that you have for that. And it's not going to be a conference that's going to be like thousands and thousands of people. This is going to be a very, intimate conference that I actually love. And I'm going to tell you, Shay, when I was thinking about the people that are going to be in the room, oh my God, I just said, okay, I just thank God of the seeds that were sown for many, many years. And everyone said yes. So from Miss Peggy Morris, she's actually going to be receiving a Woman of Greatness from Sisters Network. Dr. Emma Fraser Pendleton, she's coming in to receive an award. Of course, I have other speakers like Coach Cass. She's going to be talking about how to declare over your relationships. And we're going to be doing a special after dark session with Coach Cass. And I have the co-founder of blackandmarriedwithkids.com. She's actually going to be there as well. So it's going to be huge.
Oh my gosh. So everyone go over to www.pursespumpsandpower19.com. Use the code. What's the special code once again, Jennifer?
Happy.
The special code is happy.
And that's when you're supposed to cue your music, because I'm happy.
Well, yes, I was going to play the music, but, I got to make sure I got rights to the music. No, I'm just messing with you. But I agree with you. I'll play a snippet of it next time. Play a snippet of it. Yeah. With that being said, as soon as we come back, we're going to have Jennifer close us out. She'll have the final affirmation for the Black Women's Declaration of Independence. As soon as we return, it's going to be amazing. Go over to the website right now. Take the time to click on the link. Then once you click on the link, put in the code HAPPY, HAPPY. Get your ticket. Be there. You don't want to miss it. Be there. When we come back, Jennifer's going to close us out. Until then, we're going to go over to none other than Dr. Kim Warren Martin, who's now in Little Rock, Arkansas. She was just out in Silicon Valley and just moved to Little Rock, Arkansas, when she talks about how to train people to respect your time. We'll see.
Hey there, happy entrepreneurs. This is Dr. Kim Warren Martin, founder of Successful and Fulfilled. And as always, I'm excited to bring you my thought of the week here on the Happy Entrepreneur Show. This week's thought is train people to respect your time. I'm in the middle of some exciting major life changes, including my husband and I relocating to a city very near the place where we grew up and where our parents still live. And one thing I was concerned about is how I was going to help friends and family understand that just because I'm closer, it doesn't mean I'm available all the time for just about anything. So I shared this with a colleague, and she suggested I just set boundaries and train people to respect my time. Brilliant idea, right? What a concept. So I followed her advice, and I want to share with you the top 3 things I did, because it could probably help you train people to respect your time, whether you're relocating or not. So the first thing is personally commit to respecting your schedule. We literally cannot expect others to do what we're not willing to do ourselves. So unless it's a major business interruption or a life or death emergency, commit to respecting your schedule. Number 2 is tell people and let them know how important your business is to you and the people you're called to serve. You're on a mission. You're going to transform lives. You're making an impact on the world. So they need to know this. Number 3 is let them know your actual business hours. Don't leave it to them to assume it's 8 to 5 or 9 to 6. Especially if it's very different from that, let them know. And let them know that it's equally as important that they respect your entrepreneurial working hours, just like they would if you were working for someone else. And here's a bonus for you, number 4, plan time for friends and family, and at least let them know every week or bi-weekly when you have some availability and you guys can get together. So that's my thought of the week. Train people to respect your time. This is Dr. Kim Warren Martin here on the Happy Entrepreneur Show. Back over to you, Shay.
Train people to respect your time. How true is that? Thank you so much, Dr. Kim Warren Martin. She's in Little Rock, Arkansas, by the way. Little Rock, Arkansas. We're here with none other than Jennifer Harris from Raleigh, North Carolina. She's the author of The Black Woman's Declaration of Independence. People can say, Shay, why do you keep looking at the book? You don't know the name of the book? The cover is just so cool. The cover says, "We the People." I mean, this is just an amazing book full of golden gems. Every woman and man should have the book. She'll close out talking about the last chapter, Permission. That's the name of the chapter. Declaration, I will sign my own permission slip. But first, I want you to hit that share button, and I want you to encourage another entrepreneur, another woman, another man, because men can attend. I'll be there at the conference. I can't wait to be hanging out there, to be at the conference. The conference is for Black women, it's for white women, it's for Chinese women, it's for Korean women, it's for yellow women, it's for short guys, fat guys, tall guys, skinny guys. It's for everyone to be there. It is truly universal. And so how do you do that? How do you pay this message forward? Look, we don't need you to send a check. Okay, we're not asking you to send us any money. I'm asking you to hit the share button and share it with your network. Now, some of you are going to take the link, what's the link again, Jennifer?
PersisPumpsandPower19.com.
That's right. Some of y'all are going to take the link and you're only going to hit the share button one time. And that's cool. Thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. Every effort means a lot to us. But some of you are going to take that link and you're going to share it on Instagram. Some of you are going to take that link and you're going to share it into your private Facebook group. Some of you are going to take that link and you're going to share it with your mastermind teams. Some of you are going to take the link and share it on Twitter, Instagram, however you do. We appreciate that. We want to pay the message forward because we believe that success is a team sport. You can only get so far by yourself. So together we'll be stronger. Yeah, I get that. But together we will build new collaborations. We'll build new communities. We'll build new networks. And I don't carry a purse and I don't have any pumps. But I definitely want the power. You can definitely believe that. And I'm going to get the power. The power going to be in my wallet. I'm just messing with you. But in all seriousness, I'll be there. So Jennifer, talk about the last one, by the way. Peggy Moore says she's excited. She can't wait to be there. Talk about the last declaration. Chapter is called Permission. And then I give myself permission. I give myself permission to sign my own slip. Talk about that.
Right. So I'm pretty sure, Shay, when you were younger and you were in school, you didn't always give your permission slips to your parents to sign, right?
No. I signed a few myself back in the day, because back in the day you could just trace it with a pencil. You know what I mean?
Yes. So when I talk about permission, we have to stop allowing others to stop us from doing whatever it is that we want to do in life. And when you sign your own permission slip, now, of course, we're not going to do this as a child when we're younger. However, you're no longer going to be holding back the things and the goals, the particular money that you want to make. So when you sign your own permission slip, you give yourself permission to not only win, but you give yourself permission to go after that business, start that business. And I'm a big advocate for women really having a business. Or my mother always had a side hustle, even though she was an educator and school teacher. So I'm a big advocate for women not only starting their own business, but some form of entrepreneurship. I mean, even if they're creating a course or a class that they can actually monetize. So no longer are we going to stand by and have someone tell us when we can do something, or when we have to show up great in our own lives, or when we have to, pretty much wait for permission to succeed. So when you declare your greatness over your life and in your life, then you're going to sign your own permission slip and allow yourself to just go be great and stop. Like, there's nothing stopping you really but yourself. So, sign your own permission slip.
Sign your own permission slip and go be great. With that being said, y'all are listening to none other than the one, the only, the fabulous Jennifer Harris from Raleigh, North Carolina. We want to encourage you to go over and look at Purses, Pumps, and Power 19. Sign up. Once you sign up, what's the ticket they should use again?
Your special code for your tribe is happy.
The special code is happy. Put in the word happy. That's going to get you a special price. Do it now. Do it when now. Do it when now. When's the best time to do it? Now. Get focused and do it. When we come back, I'm going to ask Jennifer Harris to give us the final closing comment as we go out there and make a difference in the world. Everyone, go over to, what's the website again, Jennifer?
Purses, Pumps, and Power19.com.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Annette Smith said, sign your own permission slip. Tracy said, love it. Jennifer Harris, love what you're doing. You are rocking and rolling. We're going over to my man, none other than Rob Howes. Focus on what you want. Look, you want wealth? Go to Purses, Pumps, and Power19.com. You want to start some new relationships? Go to Purses, Pumps, and Power19.com. This is indeed your time. Sign your own permission slip and be there. We'll see you in just a moment, and we'll hear the closing final comments from none other than Jennifer Harris. You're watching the Happy Entrepreneur Show. My name is Shay Brown. We'll be right back.
What's going on, Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe? This is Rob Howes, and today is my January 1st. And the word for the week is focus. Yes, that word focus is a big word there. It's not really a big word, but it's a big word. F-O-C-U-S. 5 words, 5 letters, 1 word, super powerful. Focus. Focus on what you're focusing on. You have no idea that when you focus on something long enough, you actually become it. Whatever you think about long enough, eventually you begin to live it. You begin to live it the moment you start thinking about it, and the more you think about it, the more you continue living it. So we need to focus on what we're focusing on. So a lot of times we're getting results we don't want, and we're focusing on the fact that we don't want it, so we just keep getting more of it because that's where our focus is. Instead, we got to put our focus where we want it. Where do you want to be? What's the weight you want to have? What's the job you want to have? What is the vision you want to see come to fruition? Think about the goal and focus on what you want. And when you focus on what you want, how you want it, then it will begin to actualize itself. So focus on what you're focusing on. Think about what you're thinking about, because doing that will allow you to think about what you're focusing on longer. And the longer you do that, the quicker your arrival time will be. And that is a fact. Today is your January 1st.
Today is your January 1st. Today is your January 1st. Focus on what you want. Jennifer Harris, let me say thank you, number one, on behalf of the Happy Entrepreneur Tribe. We appreciate you. We love you. Thanks for not only having the vision, thanks for not only having the dream, but more importantly, taking that dream, taking that vision, and putting action behind it. It takes action to make something happen. You've heard it before that consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. But having said that, what do most people struggle with? They struggle with consistency. And that's what I admire about you, Jennifer. You are consistent. You are dedicated. You are forever learning. You are forever growing. You are forever pouring into other folks. And so thank you. And more importantly, your organization for all that you do. So with that being said, I'd like for you to have the final closing comments for those entrepreneurs who have to go out there now. And it's time to take action. Yeah, they know they can get the book. Here it is again, the Declaration, the Black Woman's Declaration of Independence. They know they can come to the conference, get the details at Purses, Pumps, and Power 19. Use the special code HAPPY, H-A-P-P-Y, and that'll get you a special price. And more importantly, they know they can sign their own permission slip. You know, we've had a lot of episodes, but this is one that I'll go back myself and I'll watch it a second or a third time. thanks for all you're doing. We appreciate it. Over to you to have the final closing comments.
Well, first I want to say thank you, Shay, for being the biggest supporter of entrepreneurs, not only just entrepreneurs, but for Black women. Your show has been amazing, the content that you've been creating. And when I first met you, I didn't even know where this particular relationship would go and friendship would go, but I really honestly would say I really appreciate the fact that you and, of course, Trevor, you guys pour so much into other entrepreneurs and you really want to see people win. So I just want to say thank you for that, number one. And then two, I want to say to your tribe that don't stop. Like, we are only just beginning. And the foundation that you set now, you're going to look up and it's going to be your January 1st. And I love that mantra that you have. Today is my January 1st. So looking back on it right now, today is my January 1st. Today is your January 1st. And you can do anything that you set your mind to. But you first have to declare that you're going to make a decision, take action, and show up for your life. So I just wanted to say that, and I really appreciate everything that you've done, Shay.
Thank you, Jennifer. We certainly appreciate you and all that you're doing and continue to do. With that being said, everyone, once again, we want to thank none other than the one and only Jennifer Harris, all the way from Raleigh, North Carolina, the founder of Purses, Pumps, and Power.com, where you can go to right now. You can go to that site right now, and you can join us all for a celebration, for an educational empowerment session, but more importantly, a wealth building session, so we can take that money and really serve the people that we were called to serve and make a bigger difference in the world and have more meaning in the world and have more impact. So thanks a lot, Jennifer. We appreciate you. With that being said, thank all of the digital note takers out there that took their time to write comments below. We appreciate you. Every single one of you hit that like button, and we appreciate you. Every single one of you hit that heart button, we appreciate you. Every single one of you hit the forward button and you shared this, we appreciate you. Or you thought about doing it and you're going to do it again later. And all of our podcasters, all of our folks on conference calls, all of you folks who are watching us in our syndicated platforms, we appreciate you. We'll see you all over at www.happyentrepreneurs.tribe.com. I want you to know that you're amazing. You're incredible. And for you, the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. With that being said, my name, by the way, you've been watching the Happy Entrepreneur Show. And my name is Shay Brown, the founder of the Happy Entrepreneur Network. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you from the bottom of my heart, we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless. And I wish every single one of you success. We'll see you soon.
Please go ahead and give a big standing ovation for the one and the only Shay Brown.
And I'm here right now in this moment with none other than the one and only Dr. Willie Jolly. What's up, my friend?
It's a privilege and a pleasure and a treat and a treasure to be in your presence.
All right, Delator, we're going to get started. You ready, Delator?
I'm ready, friend.
You ready, Dr. Kennett?
Ready.
None other than Andy Henriquez. And we have someone like a Dr. Sonia, who's a bad sister. All right now, go ahead with your bad self. None other than the Kim Warren Martin. That's the promise I made to my mom. I only did this message for one person, and that's my mom. This is for you, Mom. Love you. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Shay Brown.
Mic check, mic check.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
Yes. Yeah.
And they stay there.